My name is Taryn, and through Philippians 1:6, the Lord has taught me that He will continue to refine me as I follow Him. Philippians 1:6, and I am sure of this, that He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. The last couple of years, I've just felt that I had no really desire to actively follow Christ and own my faith and just submit to Him. I didn't really know what it looked like, just because I think I felt numb just being in the church and hearing things over and over again. I was almost in a pit. I'm I don't know where I'm going. I've stayed here the entire time. And when I read that, I was oh, so even way back when I was little, when I accepted Christ in my heart, He still has began and will continue to work in me even beyond this day that I'm reading this here. He's planted the seed of just having a desire to follow Him this semester. That's totally just been planted, and I am so thankful for that, because I've started reading scripture more, having an actual desire, not just reading it out of habit. And so that's totally, I don't know, He's pruned me of that. And in a podcast I was listening to, the pastor was saying, God prunes us so that we can bear more fruit. And so He bends our branches back, things that are stopping us from bearing that fruit. And that's totally applicable with me, just because with the refinement, He's peeled back layers of vulnerability. I've learned to express my insecurities and different struggles with people. And 6 months ago I never would have done that. I've gone to church all my life, and I've heard the Bible stories, of all the things, the typical Christian girl. I hate that word, but just I don't know, I was that. And this whole, I don't know, I just need to keep it in perspective that even though way back when I became a Christian, He's still refining me, and He's been refining me through that process, and He will continue to do that. He's not finished with me yet. He still has more for me. He still has a bigger plan. I think a huge thing, even before I started reading scripture, was prayer, and just praying for that desire to read scripture, because like I said, 6 months ago, I would look at reading the Bible as a chore. My name is Taryn, and when I open the Bible, I find that it is more than words, and that through Philippians 1:6, God has showed me that on my journey with Him, He will continue to refine me.